Good morning. What shit I'm doing? Good morning. Y'all come on in. Hey, Jazz. Good morning. Drop in the chat how you doing. How you feeling this morning? How y'all feeling? I'm sleepy. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm sleepy. I am sleepy. Good morning, Henry. How y'all feeling? I'm sleepy. That's how I'm feeling. I'm always sleepy. I don't really. Thank you. I don't get rest. That's good. Would that be the first thing you ask me? Do I do those type of things? Why? It's too early in the morning to be asking me that. I'm not going to answer that. It's too early in the morning to be asking crazy questions. I'm asking everybody how they feeling and how they doing, and you asking me, do I smoke or vape? Really? No, I drink coffee. That answers your question. No, I drink coffee. How about that? Getting everybody a chance to get in here this morning. I'm not going to be keeping you all that low. Oh, waiting on this tablet. Y'all come on in. I got my tablet. I hate when my tablet not charged. My grandkids will not leave my stuff alone. I don't care how much I tell them stop touching my stuff. They will not stop touching it. It's like my tablet could never stay charged. Now that it be in their hands, and I hate it for myself. Ugh. Oh. I'm giving everybody a chance to come in. But yesterday, we were, if you new to my chat or if you're new here, a lot of times we talk about a lot of, we have discussions that will make, sometimes it does make you a little uncomfortable, but that's what we want to do. But not to a place that, it sets you off. But we know that a lot of times in life, people don't want to, good morning, that one. A lot of times in life, people don't like to have discussions. And the thing about here, we can have these open discussions. And we understand that we're all different. We're our dynamics, our makeup, our colorism. You get what I'm saying? We're all different. We're all raised up in different homes, different backgrounds. But as we know, there are real life issues that's going on in the world. And a lot of times people don't like to talk about it because they don't like others to feel uncomfortable. But sometimes we have to engage in these conversations. And we can have these conversations in a safe place. So yesterday we talked about, we touched a little bit on racism. Racist and racism. I feel like racist is to a whole nother level of racist. You get what I'm saying? To me, racist, when I define a racist or someone who's racist, that means they're openly telling you that I don't like you. You get what I'm saying? So that's what racist is to me. And that's what we were, and not everyone is like that. But you have some people, it's bred in them, it's deeply rooted in them. And we're living in a world now that they're not ashamed of it, and they're openly showing that, hey, I don't like you. I don't like the way you look. I don't like you because of the color of your skin. And I know people quick to say, oh, you're a racist. You want to play the race card. There's not a race card for me to play. Not when I'm clearly seeing it with my eyes. And a lot of times I feel like when people want to holler, you're playing the race card, I feel like that's a person that they see what's going on, but they don't want to really say, hey, this is what it is. They don't want to agree that this is what it is. If you and I both, even if we're of a different color and we're both looking at the same thing, but now you're telling me that somebody's playing the race card when I'm actually seeing, when I see a black or a brown young man get pulled in a traffic stop, or if I see a video showing a black man or a brown man, and this we're being real, we're being truthful. On his way, truck driver, just delivering mulch, and then it turns out to something else. He's been harassed. Trailer being pushed over by bulldozers. Then you have another young man just knocking on doors and I guess selling or whatever the case may be. This happened in Orlando, Florida, with another race coming out telling this young man, I will hang you. And not only did he say it one time, he said it multiple times. So you're not going to sit, no one is not going to tell me, good morning, Joseph. You're not going to tell me, oh, you're playing the race card. How that's playing the race card when this person is clearly showing you who they are. I was told when they show you who they are the first time, you believe it. So these are hot topics. Hot topics. You get what I'm saying? That we will be discussing, open discussions with open opinions. You get what I'm saying? So we all have our opinions. Because like I said, you may see something, I may see something. In my lens, I may view it one way. In your lens, you may view it another way. And even if we don't agree with each other, but we're still open to our opinions. And maybe at some point we can kind of rationalize it and narrow it down. And then we could just be like, maybe we here or there. And then at some point we could see eye to eye. Because all the time we're not going to see eye to eye. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, there may be someone that come through this channel that has experienced discrimination, or I've experienced it. I've been called the N word by another race, and the thing about it, it was a child that did it. But I knew that that was that child's upbringing, and it wasn't that child's fault. I had a video that was sent to me that actually it was a traffic stop. I can't even, my tablet, y'all understand, I have grandkids. These kids, it's something about this generation with electronic devices. They don't care. It's like an addiction. Electronic devices are addiction. They don't care. I don't care how much I tell them don't touch my tablet, they still touch it. But someone sent me a video, and that's the video I wanted to play. And this video was a traffic stop with a young man, actually in Lee County where I live at. And when I tell you, it wasn't nothing nice. And we were talking about the young man also in Jacksonville. And as we see, there has been a lot of traffic stops where a lot of young men are being racially profiled. One talking about they didn't have fog lights. I've experienced that before as well. One young man, he the one that I want to show y'all, but my tablet not coming on. Hopefully it'll charge. But and the question was yesterday, like, do we can agree that racism does exist? I think we can agree to that. One, drop a one in the chat. And it doesn't matter what your dynamic or your makeup of life, because we got to live in our realistic. It doesn't matter what color you are. And like I said, when you mix all colors together, all colors, we're beautiful. So no one is here playing a race card. I don't know where that little logic come from when people talk about, oh, you're playing the race card. No, there's no such thing as a race card. It's either the truth or not the truth. And people try to add something in it to throw a twist to make us think that it's not. They want to control the mindset. They want to tell you, when you sitting here telling them, hey, I seen this, and they trying to tell you. So instead of them saying, no, I don't think you seen that, you seen this, they'll say, oh, you playing the race card. No, I'm not playing the race card. I'm trying to tell you what I see, what my eyes are seeing. So I do believe that people are now more prone to it, and and like we talked about yesterday, there's nothing new up under the sun. So don't just think, oh, all this going on. It's been going on. It's been going on. What we're seeing and what we're experiencing when it comes to racist people and racism, we've been seeing it. It's just their offspring. We're just seeing their offspring. And when we think we don't took these steps, their offspring saying, nope, they're going to continue the legacy because it's rooted in them. They were raised like that. Their grandfathers and their grandfathers' grandfathers. So it's all rooted. And so what they do, they train their kids to say these things. And if they buttons get pushed hard enough, it'll come out. What's in you got to come at you. It's like a movie when I forgot what movie this was. Like, it'd be like, oh, I ain't meant to say that. No, it was in you. So it was in you, so it had to come out. Oh my God. When I tell you I be so sleepy, I don't get no rest. So that's basically what we were talking about on yesterday. Anybody have anything to say based on that? Because I can't get my tablet. I'm not really going to keep you all that long today. But there are a lot of videos. We talked about the young man that got pulled in Jacksonville. You are so right. It's been in them. Yes, that one. It definitely been in them. So that's what we was talking about. It's like open hot, because it's hot topic, open discussion. And a lot of times people don't want to live in their truth. And we were talking about the truck driver that was delivering the mulch. And all the reason why I spoke on the truck driver, because if we was talking about these sundown cities, and when I, like I said, when I first heard about these sundown towns, um my mom was telling me about it, because my younger brother, he's a truck driver. So my mom, she be so worried about my brother. And my brother had ended up, he was delivering something, but he ended up going in a sundown town. But my brother didn't know, so when you're growing up and you of a different age and you come from a different era, you don't understand about sundown towns. And yeah, children are taught that correctly. And like my brother, he's a truck driver, so he don't know about sundown towns. So he's traveling up the coast of Florida, and Florida have so many sundown towns that we not even aware of these towns that I'm not even aware of it. I didn't realize that. Now that, like I said, nothing here won't be revealed. Now we're talking about sundown towns. You get what I'm saying? Because of what went viral. So this truck driver went to deliver mulch, and he ended up in a sundown town. You get what I'm saying? So, and then we had another young up here, right up the road from me, Orlando, like not even 3 hours. This young black guy, he's doing his job. He's at work, and this Caucasian gentleman, and come to find out, the wife, she's a pharmacist. And we were talking about, what was that one comment that was in somebody took somebody out. Before we delete comments, give me a chance to read it. Let me read the comment, because I know some of these comments, I know people gonna come in here saying crazy stuff, but I want to read their comments before they get deleted out, because at the end of the day, we have a message for those people as well. Like I said, we had a gentleman came in my chat yesterday, and I told him don't block him. And like I told him, one thing about it, whatever deeds that you do in this body, because at the end of the day, you live to die, and you die to live. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to see God. We're going to answer to God, whether you believe in him or you don't believe in him. You're going to have to give an account for the deeds that you do in this body. Your earthen body, the things that you do, the things that you say, how you treat people. Because one thing about it, and the analogy that I gave, hold on, let me give you the analogy. The analogy that I gave to the individual that came here, I said there are going to be some books open. That's what the word of God say. The book's going to be open. And in the book, he going to have your name. He going to have, in the book, he going to have your good deeds and your wrong deeds. So at the end of the day, that these people that thinking that they're getting away with stuff, they're not getting away with it. How they're treating people. This man openly told this young man, not one time, but twice, if you come back to my house, I'm going to hang you. You know what that made me think? If he could be so boldly telling this young man that he's going to hang him, how we know he's not doing it now? How we know in the daytime he may be somebody else? And he definitely was open with it, that at that point is, you definitely would do that if you haven't already did it. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Brittany. So that was the topic. And yes, when we talk about those things and these things, they're sensitive. But at the end of the day, yes, they're sensitive. But it's happening right before our eyes. We seeing it every day. We're seeing videos coming up where you got black and brown boys missing. I seen one where this trucker, he's a trucker, say he went to a truck stop. They found his truck, they found his phone, but they haven't found him. So there are so many hidden places called sundown towns. And if we're not sounding the trumpet, and if we're not bringing light to these situations and things that's going on, that you would give a person room to maneuver and do the things that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Jamie Crockett. She call them out. You got to call people out on these things. And when you bring light to the prejudice, the unfairness, the like when people go against, I feel like when officers are pulling someone, the first thing they say, you're angry. Someone of a different color. I don't know if y'all experienced this, but it's always, and like I said, I'm not a racist. I'm not any of that. I'm just bringing light to things that I have experienced and allowing others to bring light to things that they have experienced. And a lot of times we don't talk about it. We just don't feel comfortable talking about it because we still be trying to process, like, did they just do this? Did this just happen? You get what I'm saying? And then you have those that who are the ones that are, doing these things. They flip the script. They be more angry than the person that they're doing it to. But if you're not bringing light and shedding light to these things, these people will think that, and this is not everybody. So when I'm speaking on racist and racism, there is a selective people that's doing it. We're not saying all people doing it. There's a selective people that are doing it, and they're comfortably doing it, and they will let you know to your face that they don't like you. The one lady and her husband that just did this lady is a pharmacist. You hear me? She's a pharmacist. Can you imagine a person saying that they will hang somebody? But these are people that's working in our schools. There are our pharmacists. There are our doctors. There are our CNAs. They are grocery clerks. Everybody get to calling and calling and calling. It's like they're hiding. You get what I'm saying? You know how you have something. Everybody's calling back to back. Let me know if y'all can hear me. So it's like if you have something and you got bushes and someone is camouflaging and you don't even know. You don't know if you at work. You don't even know if you working by somebody who's a racist or don't even like the color of your skin. That's crazy. You don't know what day at what point that these persons of people will snap. You going in the grocery store. You don't know when these peoples or persons will snap. You get what I'm saying? And when we're having these type of conversations, it's good to have these type of conversations because people don't want you to have these conversations because they don't want you to shed light on the reality of things that's really going on in the world. They want to keep it hidden, and now they're openly doing these things, and now they try to embarrass you, but now it's like shed light on it, call them out on it, talk about it. And it's you got to get out. You have to take your rawness and your real feelings away from it and talk about the real things that's going on. And that's basically what we've been talking about. So if you someone in this chat, if you have you ever experienced anything as such, or do you know of someone that has experienced anything as such? Because I have a brother who's a truck driver, and guess what? I'd be afraid for my brother because I never thought that I would have to, live in a day that I have to think about when my brother is traveling. He's has an honest job. He's, a young black man. He's not in the streets. He's not harming anyone. He's not out there doing things, breaking laws, and he's not out there doing that. He has an honest job, a good job, but yet his life can be at risk on the job while he's delivering whatever he need to do. But who would think that a job as delivering, being a truck driver, that his life can be at risk because he don't know that there are places called sundown towns. You get what I'm saying? So even as he's working and being an honest man and trying to make an honest living, you get what I'm saying? Making an honest living there, but he got to think safety. He got to be aware of where he's at all times. I could say what I want to say. I could say what I want to say. Good morning, Monica. But what do you get out of it? That word don't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But see, when other people use it, they know why they using it. See, a lot of people take the N word and they want to use it. See, when it comes to brown people and black people, we use when we have you. But now that I'm more wiser now, I try not to even use that word. But when we use the word, we only use the word because it was a power move on us. Well, why y'all can say it basically was a power move. But when others used it, it wasn't nothing about a power. It was more of to diminish the brown skin or the brown skin people to make them think that they was less than. You're nothing. You're a nobody. That's how they used it, as if you looking down on me. You get what I'm saying? That's why they used it. But we don't use it for that. We use it because we know it's a power move. We're going to take the same word that you say, but if you use it, it's going to be up there, stuck there. So that's the difference between us and them when they're using it. Because now you used it for power, and now we taking the power back. That's all it was. It's just a word that really don't hold nothing. It can hold some power, but when it's in the right person's hand, it got some power. But depending on who mouth is coming out, you ain't got no power. And we living in a time now that you got a generation now that's saying your granddaddy, your grandmammas and all them probably use the word, but your children's, your grandkids, and all y'all growing up thinking y'all could use the word won't like when you use the word. You know, certain words you just don't say. When people say, oh, your mama, you know, when you say the mama jokes, see, the mama jokes will get your backhand. You'll get you'll get a whole hand in your mouth. When you think you could do the mama, it'll cross the line. So that's what that word is. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that type of word. Because if I use the word, it just probably if I use it just to show you, you can't use it. And if you use it, it's just like you said your mama. You get what I'm saying? That's it, and that's all. But it ain't nothing. It don't. We're not affected by it. And now is good morning, everyone that's chiming in. Let me get in these. Okay. Okay, one was about private. Okay, that one. Thank you. Yep, get them up out of here. You seen it. Thank you so much. Hey, Auntie Monica Iyad. Good morning, Pammy Pooh. Phoebe, thank you. Thank you, Latte Eminem. Good morning. Thank you for that disclaimer because my tablet is out of commission right now. Good morning, Lisa. Let me read this real quick. Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Thank you so much. If you could like, support my channel, you can do so. My goal would be 5 if you would like to support me with super stickers, super chats, or you can send it to my Cash App. It doesn't matter. But you can support me that way. But we basically been talking to hot. Yeah, when I tell y'all it's been hot, y'all gonna need y'all fans. You gonna need put where the fans at. We gonna need them because the topic's definitely been hot. And the topic, we in the hot seat because we've been talking about a lot of races and racism. And we know that's a sensitive topic. And a lot of times we got to shed light to the things that's been going on. These sundown towns, we've been talking a lot about that because I have a brother that drives trucks. He's up and down the coast of Florida. He's not really going outside. We know these sundown towns like in Georgia, like a lot of these places are hidden places, like they're hitting little small towns that you could be, it's not even just truck drivers, you and your family, y'all could be traveling, coming from north and coming south, or going south, going north. We don't know where these sundown towns are. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to shed light on this. We've been talking about the misuse of polices. When we thought we don't got ahead of this, we're back talking about it again. We are back talking about it again. We got a man and his wife. I don't know what they say. The man, they say he worked at a motorcycle shop, and his wife, she's a pharmacist. And you have this young black man, gentleman. You know how you go, people knock on your door. The man say he has no soliciting. Yes, even though you may have no soliciting, but you're that angry. Good morning, Lasonda. Till does 48 states. I told her, watch and pray. That's right, all 48. And this young gentleman in Orlando, this happened in Orlando, Florida, where he went to this house and the man and his wife came out throwing racial, calling him the N-word. And then at one point the husband said twice that he will hang that young man. So we're in 2025 and people still talking about lynching young black people. They're still talking about lynching you. What's in a person gonna come out? Nothing hidden. God say if it's hidden, he gonna reveal it. And a lot of times, we can't get all bent out of shape and we can't do that. He's opening our eyes to see that these are the things that's going on. And we got to continue to shed light to it. We got to continue to let our voices be heard that, hey, we see it. We see it. We got grandchildren. I got grandboys. Now I got to sit my great. Can y'all hear me? Because they keep calling me. They keep calling me. Good morning, everyone. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Because they keep calling and back to back. Not you, Carl. I already knew if you was, I called you, that's why. But I'm just saying it's like my phone just dinging, 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 like all of a sudden. Now y'all know I ain't never get this many phone calls. So that lets me know I'm on the right path. I'm on the right track. But like I said, these are hot topics. They're going to be cringing topics. They're going to be topics that's going to make us not feel comfortable. We that's our thing. That's what I come to do, to make you feel uncomfortable. Because a lot of times we don't got so content. We're so numb to things that go on. And we so used to saying, oh, we ain't worrying about it. Oh, we don't care. You think they care that we don't care? They don't want us to care. And I'm not putting everybody in a box, because I have friends and people that I associate my life with that's of different color. But I'm talking about these people who really believe they're really real racist people that live amongst us every day. There are things right now in 2025, right there at your back door, at your front door, that your kids could be affected by it, your grandkids, your husband, your niece, your daughter, depending on their job because of the color of their skin. We got people still talking about they will hang you in 2025. But we want to sit back and be comfortable. No, we're going to sit back and get uncomfortable. We're going to stop being content and okay with the things that certain people that's sitting in a certain category in the box of called racist. We got to call them like what they are. You got to call them out and let them know you're a racist. The same way they want to call us the N-word. They comfortable with calling us, try to call us out our name and think we're not bothered by that, because that's something they want to do. Let's start calling them what they are, racist. Let's shed light on it. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Exactly. Have to be mindful and watch. Exactly. This lady is a whole pharmacist. I couldn't even imagine going to workplace where she work at, and you going there getting medication for yourself, getting medication for your kids, your grandkids, for a grandparent or somebody, and because of the color of your skin, this person may be supposed to be prescribing you a certain kind of medication and might prescribe you the wrong medication. You want that type of person working in a pharmacist? And I'm glad that young man, he exposed it. And she was like, oh, record me, record me. She was like saying record her. She didn't have a problem with it, knowing that she had a career job. She didn't care about her job in that moment because what was in her had to come out of her. And at the end of the day, God gonna expose it. We living in the days of God exposing this stuff. Cause see, they been in the dark cause they can hide. They can, now it's like God shedding light on all this right now. I showed the video yesterday. The video with the boy in Orlando. The one I played when the man was calling him the N-word. Remember you said it made you upset. That's the video I'm talking about. Let me make sure I see everybody in here. Yeah. So my tablet, like I said, I can't even turn my tablet on. These grandkids of mine, they will not leave my stuff alone. But I had another video I was going to show today, but we just off the cuff right now. I'm just freestyling right now because of this. But just doing a recap on some things that we already been talking about. But yeah, like we have to want our eyes to open. No, you ain't missed nothing. I definitely want to show that video from Lee County, from where I'm from. That video was very disturbing. You get what I'm saying? With this young man being harassed by the FMPD. And because they want to call our young boys, they want to call everything that they are. Oh, they're thugs. They're this. But they the real thugs. Soon as they approach you, they get rough with you off the rip. We got to be careful how they'll set you up, like the young man in Jacksonville talking about his lights went on. That happened to me. Auntie Monica, I don't know, you still in here. Remember when I can't find my video. It wasn't even raining, and the police told me, oh, why you don't have on your fog lights? And I was trying to be like, fog lights? What the heck I need on fog lights for? He said that it was raining. It wasn't even raining, y'all. It was not raining. This man said that he gave me a ticket for some fog lights, but I beat it in court. But do y'all realize, other than them pulling you with the marijuana, because now they're pulling by fog lights, because they need probable cause of in a traffic stop, or why they pulling you. So this is another one. If you're not really used to them pulling you by fog lights, so that's another tactic that they're using. And they ain't just started using this tactic. Even in Jacksonville, they said they had like over 78 people that had traffic tickets by having their lights on when it wasn't even raining. And this happened to me, and I live in Lee County. And that's another tactic with lights, fog lights. So that's another thing that they're using. It's sad that we still have to go through this as black men and black women. Those police officers be lying on us, black people. Yeah. And a lot of times they try to intimidate. I remember when I got a ticket and the cop, he was like, I say, I have my camera and you got yours. And I say, you could show up in court. He say, I'll be there. I say, you be there. One time I had one said that I was speeding. I say, sir, I was not speeding. Oh, you was speeding. I said, man, give me my ticket. Show up in court. Show up in court. That's what you do. I went to court for the ticket, and they was like, how you plead? I say, not guilty. Stood right up there, not guilty. Because I know I wasn't speeding, and I know so you come to court with your radar gun and show me I was speeding. So if you got time, I'm going to make time. Oh, I'm going to be there. Just make sure you're there. I beat it. He didn't even show up. The officer didn't even show up. When they know they're wrong, they're not going to show up. They don't expect for you to show up, and they expect for you to just say, oh, that's what it was, and agree to what they is. No, we got to come from up out of that. They want us to be angry. They want to label us as angry, or you're angry, you're mad. Well, how am I angry? And Auntie Monica, I watched that one too. It's a police officer. She was coming from Jacksonville, and she said the first she got pulled by another cop, but he didn't know she was a cop. I think she was coming from another town from a training. She had her suit on and everything, and she was saying when he pulled her, he was saying she said she was asking him, "What you pulling me for?" And she said the first thing he said to her, "Why you angry?" Y'all got to pay attention to the words. They always want to label us as angry. They always want to label our kids as angry. When you be hearing them speaking those type of words over your life, you got to correct them. No, I'm not angry. How am I angry? How can you define just because I'm a person of expression? Because we're people of expression. And when we know something ain't right, it seems like something we express different when we trying to, because we are people of expression. You get what I'm saying? So when we be like, when we know we ain't did nothing wrong and we know we telling the truth, it's like we be like, what? So to them it's angry. You get what I'm saying? But if you see them in action, and when you see them do, they can do the same thing that we do. They can be people of expression. They can do the same, express the situation the same way we do. But they'll get a pat on the back because they understand each other. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to us, it's like they don't understand the culture. And that's the thing. If they're not in our homes and they don't live with us, they don't understand our culture. They don't understand us as a people. They only understand themselves because the things that they do, everything they do is normal. See, they can have one of their kids go pew pew up a stove, and they'll drive them to Burger King and buy them a cheeseburger. When they arrest them and get them a drink and drive them through the drive-through, because that's normal to them. Because they take them for a ride and they have that little prep talk with them and let them know, oh, plead insanity, or you did a good job. That's what they do. That's what they be taking them on them little rides for to tell them that they did a good job. You buy them cheeseburgers, but let one of our kids just simply do something that ain't even, probing a threat. Just going to the store, buying a drink, having chips or a bag, or, back in the days, we used to can wear hoodies. Now you can't even wear a hoodie on your head because you don't even know your kid. We got to tell our kids, you can't wear a hoodie, take that off. Because now it signifies you a threat, or you're probing a threat, or you're probing danger. We didn't even grow up like that. But everything that we do, they wanted, the culture and all. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Brittany said it said that okay, I read that. That's why we have to know the rights. Doesn't make any sense at all. They did not care that she was federal officer. Yeah, and she was a federal police officer at that. The video I'm talking about, I had already seen it, but she sent it to me. She was a black police, and she was racially profiled, and the officer didn't even care, and she was like, she couldn't believe it. But they can wear a cone hat and get a pass, yes, and act like it's nothing. And so we're talking about, we want to shed light on these things that are still going on. And then I seen another story where this trucker, I told y'all about that. They say the man missing. And can we imagine how many stories out here like this? How many stories, like how many sundown towns we say it is? I think you can Google the sundown towns. There are so many. And we got to be so careful. And it's so sad. It's real sad. Because if these people can turn back the hands of time, but I feel like it's more of us than them, that we don't have to worry about that because we're not going to let that happen. And if they didn't have rule laws, even for the ones that sit in hot power, and thank God for the people that still standing with the constitutions and saying these are the laws. These laws was put in place because they knew people like the Orange Man that get a little power. When people get a little power and they can throw their little authority around, and they'll fix it up, and they'll do a little bit to make it seem like, oh, he's not bad at all. Like he'll, like some of the colored men that go, black men that go to jail, he'll free a few of them out of jail, and that just only be like, oh, he's not bad as we think he is. Oh, he's a good guy. Oh, he went and took him out of prison, and oh, he signed the papers for he. We don't care because you let nobody out of prison. We still know you the devil. We still know you up to no good. Those are tactics. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. He was found. You talking about his name? His name was Eric. Who you talking about? What was that truck driver name? I think his name was Eric. The story. Oh wow, this a different story. Oh, it was Eric. Oh, they did find him. Oh wow, that is so sad. We have to, y'all. We have to. We have to be so careful. When you going in these doctor's office, if you ain't feeling right, the vibe ain't right, no, get you another doctor. Get another doctor. Don't just be sitting up under these doctors and no, they ain't treating you right. If your kids in a classroom and you know that the chemistry between them and their teacher, or if the school and you know your child ain't never had, you can understand your kid go through things, but if your child ain't really been dealing with some of this stuff, move your kid to another school. You have that right. Don't just let your kids sit up there and suffer at the hands of somebody else, mistreating them, talking to them any kind of way, doing them any kind of way. Some of us, our kids getting ready to go back to school. Make sure we make it to these open houses so we can make contact with these teachers to feel they vibes and, hold conversations with them. So we know these things that's going on. Because I don't play about mine. I ain't play about my kids, and I definitely not playing about my grandkids. Oh, it was a couple. This must be something else, Brittany, you talking about. Brittany, what you talking about? You said a couple. What couple? We got to shed light on this. We can't be so, in tune and blocking things out when his real thing. I mean, this stuff is at our back door. Hi, Christian. How you doing? Christian, the topic is hot, baby. I'm being honest with you. The topic is hot, and no offense to you or anyone, but we talking about racist and racism. You hanging in there? Okay. And like I said, it's open. Everybody and Christian, we would love to hear from you for you to chime in. And we're not saying everybody is like that. We just saying this is a selective group of people that are doing these things. And what we're doing, because when we thinking that, you know, Our ancestors, forefathers, they don't fought for freedom, and other people standing alongside to continue to fight for freedom. But when you come along the side and you see good in people, because we should see good in everybody, but everybody is not good. And we won't, even though we want everybody to be good, but some people is very open to really showing who they really are. And when these certain selective group, when they show you who they are, they don't care. They don't care. They could be your next door neighbor. And then the one with the young guy in Orlando, one of the neighbors, he didn't record the neighbor, but you could hear the gentleman that told the guy that he was going to hang him. You could hear the wife talking to the neighbor. Do you want him soliciting at your house? He don't want you soliciting. She didn't even give the neighbor. She didn't even give him an opportunity or a chance to say, hey, I don't know what's going on. That has nothing to do with me. He could have easily asked the young man, hey, are you good? Is everything okay? He could have told his neighbors, hey, you need to settle down. You ain't got to do that. Settle down. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what real citizens look like. Real people, even though we all look different. That's just like if somebody come in my community and a person that don't look like me, they made a wrong turn. The first thing I'm going to be like, hey, I could tell you out of place. You know where you at? Are you okay? I'm going to help the person. You think I'm going to be trying to hurt the person? We had this lady. This is no lie. I'm going to pull it up. It was this lady. Her name was Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie was a white Caucasian lady. Miss Debbie had jewelry. I'm talking about neck full of gold, bracelets full of gold, rings full of gold, diamonds, and all this. Miss Debbie, her and her husband, they had snow cone trucks. And her daughters have a snow cone truck. But Miss Debbie never went to her own community when she did snow cones. She came in the black community. And anybody from my city, I got a few people that can testify this and can agree with me. Miss Debbie always came in the community. Miss Debbie knew me. Miss Debbie knew my kids. When you go to Miss Debbie truck, Miss Debbie didn't have kids that looked like her pictures in her truck. Miss Debbie had kids and families that looked like me in her truck. And if anybody that looked like Miss Debbie came to Miss Debbie truck and had a problem with people that looked like me, kids and pictures in her truck, she would not serve them. She did not allow them to. Miss Debbie was the one that stood up for the community and said, the buck stopped here. These are loving people. They're loving. Their kids are loving. The parents are loving. Miss Debbie even give you credit. If she knew that some kids probably didn't have, or the moms was not fortunate enough to get their kids snow cones, Miss Debbie would have a booklet. Miss Debbie would give the kids an allowance that she would give some kids $5 allowance, $10 allowance. When the parent finally come to the truck, Miss Debbie will tell the parent, hey, she did me like this. She had gave my kids a $20 because I had 3 kids at the time when my kids were younger. So Miss Debbie gave my kids a credit of $20. And I didn't know that Miss Debbie gave my kids a credit to the truck. So when I found out about the credit, I go to the truck to get some snow cones. So Miss Debbie will be like, Gigi. I'd be like, yes, Miss Debbie. She say, I'll come to buy me something. And Miss Debbie will be like, Gigi, you owe me $20. I said, Miss Debbie, I owe you $20. She said, oh, Gigi, don't worry about it. I gave the kids a credit. They got a credit, but I only gave them a $20 credit because I knew you would be coming to the truck soon. I said, okay, Miss Debbie, I'll make sure you get it. That meant a lot to me that Miss Debbie did that. And guess what? We didn't play about Miss Debbie. We protected Miss Debbie. I'm talking about kids young men that they call thugs and, they thugs, they this, they that. Miss Debbie didn't see them that way. Because them same kids that The police may look at them as thugs, and them same kids protected Miss Debbie. They didn't nobody. It was 3 different neighborhoods, or maybe that I know of. Let me see, one, two. No, actually, it was like 4 or 5 predominant black neighborhoods that Miss Debbie went in. Yeah, she gave them a $20 credit. It was about 5 predominant, like when they call them hoods and, projects. That's where Miss Debbie went at. Miss Debbie was one of those ones that God say, I'm going to make a difference in your life. And I'm going to shed light in the situation of a people. Do y'all know that when Miss Debbie passed away, the community showed up for Miss Debbie? The community showed up for Miss Debbie's daughters. She have daughters. They got a snow cone truck. They poured out so much love to Miss Debbie's daughters. She got daughters and her husband. They showed so much love. Came up at the funeral. Baby, when I say I wasn't there, I didn't go. But baby, when I tell you we show up in droves, baby, honey, Miss Debbie was like a grandmama, but she was just, of another color. But that was the sweetest lady. That lady was so sweet. That lady didn't look at color. She didn't look at that. That Miss Debbie genuinely loved. And when I tell y'all, they still do. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. They still do balloon releases for Miss Debbie. You will see Miss Debbie come across people during her birthdays. When I tell you, people really kept up with her life and with her. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. But now we still 2025. People talking about lynching people. People still of color can't even have a decent job. It ain't like they out in the streets. Decent young men and women of color that's still trying to do the right thing, but yet you're still faced with racism. You get what I'm saying? Is it a good feeling? No, it don't feel good. That's not a good feeling at all. That you have to, and not only, and what it hurts, because I got to teach my grandkids that. If you someone that's not of color, you teach your kids to say, they're different. We're all different. Our skin, we different, but we're human. And you teach your kids the right thing. You tell your kids, because it starts at home. You train them up. You tell your kids the right things. You tell the same way we do ours. You don't say certain things. You don't treat people like that. You treat people how you want to be treated. You treat people with the level of respect. But now if somebody disrespect you, now I ain't going to say, no, I ain't going to let nobody disrespect me. But at the end of the day, it's still how people train their kids and things that they're teaching them. And even if you was brought up in a home that your parents or your great parents and forefathers, they did mean hurtful things, you can be the one to say, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that, And sometimes you can see it. You can see it. Like my grandbaby. He's a hugger. And he loves to, he likes to hug. And sometimes you can see it. You can see it in some people, and they try to act like that it's not in them, but you can still tell that it's in them. I had to put my phone on the charger. Hold on. I gotta move my charger. And my grandbaby, he's like he's a hugger. And I know this, my grandbaby, he like to hug. And sometimes he go, it's like diverse. The daycare is diverse. But this one, my grandbaby, he knows all the kids. It's diverse. But I see this one parent, he brings his daughter, she's a little white girl. And he brings his daughter to the daycare. And this morning, it's like, my grandbaby, when he see her, he address her by her name. And every time he'll go up to try to hug her, the little girl, she kind of look. So even though she's coming there, but I can tell just based on it that I could tell that this little girl is being probably taught some other stuff at home as well too. Good morning. I'm feeling good. Boom. Thanks for asking. Dang Street's not what they used to be. It's so sad. It definitely is. Everyone welcome in, and she ain't care what the police said. She came to our community, and we love her still to this day. That's right. Miss Debbie didn't care. Even the police officers used to tell Miss Debbie, don't come to the neighborhood. Oh, don't go there. You're not safe there, and da da da. Miss Debbie wasn't hearing that. Miss definitely wasn't hearing that. Miss Debbie will show up. She would be, if something, she seen something not right, she will stand in the gap. Miss Debbie did all of that. Miss Debbie did all of that. And I'm going to use another story, prime example of where parents, that good parents don't raise their kids like that. It's a story on TikTok. It's this African American girl, young lady. I ain't gonna call her a girl. She's a young lady. She probably a little younger than me. She probably in her 30s, but she have daughters. And she moved in this neighborhood, and it's a white family that lived in the same neighborhood as she did. And that's my daughter trying to call me. And the little girl named, let me know if y'all can hear me. Thank you. So the little girl, her name is Millie. I don't know if y'all follow her, but the girl name is Danielle. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can somebody put yes in the chat if y'all can hear me? Okay, thank you, Jazz. So they on TikTok. The black girl name is Danielle, but the little white girl, her name is Millie. When I tell you this little girl have a love for this black family, and when I tell you that young lady, she loves that little girl. She loves that little girl. I mean, the love is like so beautiful. It's like what they're displaying, what the world, like, it's like God choose certain people to do this. But this storyline with this family, with this little girl, and how the family entrusts the mom, how she entrusts this black mom with her baby. And when I tell y'all, you cannot tell this little girl that Danielle, you cannot tell Millie that Danielle is not her auntie. She loves her. You can feel the love. If you just going through something or you feeling down, go watch Danielle and Millie. I mean, it's just so much. You can feel the love just pouring through that channel. And it displays what, just like people openly display hate, there are people in the world that openly display love. And it's like, I don't see this. Oh my God, she loves this little girl, and this little girl loves her. And you cannot tell Millie that Danielle is not her auntie. And I remember when I first ran across her page, little Millie came to her window and she let the window up. And she said, can I come in? And Millie was trying to climb through the window. And she told Millie, no, Millie, you can't come through the window. You got to go through the front door. And Millie don't play by her auntie Danielle. She don't play by her. When I tell y'all that baby, she want her braids. And it's a beautiful story. Like, I'm like, oh my God. But you got people that choose to be the way they be. You get what I'm saying? They choose to teach their kids these things. And it don't have to be. It's a choice. But it's sad that it's 2025 and that we still dealing with the hatred that is spewing. And it's not the world. It's some of the people that they feel like they're less than, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're no different. I work hard. I'm a hard worker. I work. I raise my grandkids. Yeah, she love getting her hair done. Millie is something else. Oh my God. If y'all haven't seen it, it's Daniela. One day I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna show a clip. And it's another video I want to show you all. And it was a traffic stop. Cause there's some humor in this traffic stop too. I know I'm talking about Millie them, but it made me think about the humor of Millie and Danielle. But it's another traffic stop. I don't know if y'all seen it where this black boy got pulled and he made a joke out of him being pulled. And he was telling the police, oh, because I don't want to get. So he made a comic of, he was just saying in the traffic stop that he just want to arrive alive. And he was talking about, yeah, I'm on probation and I'm on this. You want my parole officer number? Because I give you that. It's taught at home. Right, Auntie Monica? It's definitely taught at home. It's definitely taught at home. And, you know, and we're just here to not, we want to just bring light. We want to offer anyone to come in and share their heartfelt, you know, even if you're not a person of color or you experience something, even if in your family, your upbringing, and you grew up in a household that they did certain things and you didn't agree with it. Because I had a lot of friends that coming up, and I had friends that I used to go to their houses. I remember when I used to catch the school bus. It's called North Fort Myers. So I came from my community, but I went across the bridge. And I had two friends. I had two best friends. They were white girls. And I used to go to their houses. And they were like, you going to their house? And my mom let me go to their house. And I used to go to their house. Because every family like that is not like that. But we do still, to this day, it's sad that we're experiencing that, you know. And it's sad because our kids don't see that. Even when you see Millie and Danielle's story, it shouldn't be like that. Kids shouldn't be taught that they want to be friends with someone that don't look like them, but they're being taught hatred. You know, they're being taught to hate. And it grows up. That thing grows up. It grows up. And then when they get older, it just spew out. You get what I'm saying? And it's sad. It is so sad. But we're going to continue to talk about these things. You know, we're going to talk about bring light to it, shed light to it. And that's what we're going to do here. Because it's hot topics, baby. Open discussions and open opinions. And everybody's opinion does matter. And if you someone that you see these things or you see it happening, stand up. Be the one to stand up. Intervene. Don't be the one to ignore. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you see someone that don't look like you, and you see someone that look like you and they're harassing somebody that don't look like you, guess what? You step up, you intervene in it. Hey, you know, I don't think we should do it like that. You know, if it's a safe situation, you intervene. Even if you got to call the police to come and assess the situation. You get what I'm saying? You still intervene no matter how you have to. And all cops not bad. So even when we talking about these stories about polices and things like that, we're not saying all cops are bad. It's just the bad ones make the good ones look bad. That's all it is. That's just like if you hanging with some friends and your friend is always in trouble. The people gonna think you a troublemaker too, because based on who you hang with. You know, and cops, they all family, but they need to intervene. If they see one of their officers doing something wrong, they need to intervene. They need to speak up. They need to say something. Because at the end of the day, when we see these things, we're going to address it. So I didn't see the one that happened in Lee County, but I'm definitely going to show that one. I'm definitely going to have to show that one. When I tell y'all it's good. And then even in that story, one of the cops pushed this elderly lady. She was an elderly lady. She was seeing her nephew. This happened in Lee County. And she seen them roughing her nephew up, snatching him out the car, fighting him. And she was standing by the cop, screaming and yelling and telling him, don't do that. One cop get out his cop car, walk up to the lady, and he literally pushed this lady. She's an elderly lady. What if he would have pushed her and that lady would have fell down and hit her head, and that could have been another problem within itself. Thank God she was there during that traffic stop, because if she wouldn't have been there, I believe that cop probably would have did something to that young black man. But I'm not going to get a whole story because Cara sent it to me, but I just couldn't find it on my tablet where she sent it at, because I couldn't find it. But when I talk to Cara, I'm gonna tell her to tell me where she sent it at. So tomorrow I have two I have two clients tomorrow to do their hair. So I have two. So I'm trying to see. I don't know if I may get on here. Sounds like a good story, Gigi. Not everyone is mean, and teach them to be racist just like the parents and me. Right. Everybody's not. We all have to do our part to do the right thing. No matter who we are, no matter the upbringing, step up and do the right thing. Shed light to it. Don't be the problem, be the solution. You get what I'm saying? We don't, and I know sometimes those things, when it make us feel some type of way when we see it. It makes us cringe. It make us, but we have to check ourselves real quick, because we don't want to become that. You get what I'm saying? We don't want that. When we see police brutality, when we see hatred being spilled out on innocent people for no apparent reason, it's like the hatred will try to settle in, but you can't allow that spirit or that emotion to get inside of you, because then next thing you know, you gonna become that, and you gonna start acting like that, and then you gonna be like, you baby, you gonna have to be doing some woo sauce, a lot of woosah. Then you got to bring your thoughts in, and you got to bring, like, you know what? I can't be like that, because you know what? I will be the problem myself instead of being the solution. You get what I'm saying? So we want to be not the problem, but we want to be the solution. And the way of doing it, what we're doing now, I feel like all of us that's in here, in the chat, engaging, I think it's helpful and needed for everyone. You get what I'm saying? Even if somebody, because I do have subscribers that don't look like me, but I want those subscribers that's in here, like Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian always in here. He's always supporting me. Not just Mr. Christian, even though Mr. Christian don't look like me, but I want Mr. Christian and those other supporters that's in my chat. I don't want them to think that, oh, they always thinking this, and they're, no, we are people of love, and we want you to know that we're not like that, and it's just open discussion, and we're just speaking on things, because these are things that's in the media. These are things that's in the news. These are things that's in the airway. You get what I'm saying? So we're seeing these things, and what are we supposed to do? Just ignore it? No, we wanna talk about it. We want to shed light on it, and your opinion matters too. You get what I'm saying? So that's all it is. So I want anyone, if you someone, you don't look like me, you my supporter, that's not what I'm saying. We just here being open and truthful, and we just shedding light. And I don't want anyone that may not look like me to make you feel, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I don't want you to feel that your opinion doesn't matter. But if somebody come in here being disrespectful, and saying things that they shouldn't be, and hurtful things, and mean, ugly things, no, you will get blocked. You will get booted out. But no, you have that right. And if you experience that, if you experience that, and you're not a person of color, if you seen that, you experienced that, and you seen things that happen, or you intervene, or you seen someone that intervened, we want to know that. Because there are a lot of good white people in the world, not just white people. And I hate to put it us as, why we just can't be human beings. That's what I want to say. Human beings. I don't want to normalize it as of color. Oh, I'm this color. People did. You get what I'm saying? I think is when we get into that right there, I just want to see us as people, humans. Because when we start attaching color and all that stuff, it just, it's just too much. It's too much. Oh, this color person, that color person. You get what I'm saying? Just good human beings. You know what I'm saying? Humans. People that God created, And I think when people started putting those different labels and characteristics and shaping the mind of people, or how we view one another, you get what I'm saying? Who idea was that? Who idea was that? Who came up with that? Like, we're gonna group them. We're gonna group them by the color of their skin. You get what I'm saying? Who idea was that? Who came up with that? Like, that's crazy. But if y'all notice, Hispanics, you'll see Hispanics. It is like, I don't know. That's just me. That's just how my brain be. That's my brain, y'all. Sometimes, don't pay me no mind because my brain be all over the place and all kind of thoughts be in my head. And I just be seeing things different. I be viewing things from a whole nother lens, from a whole nother outlook. And y'all will be like, now how Miss Gigi came up with that? When she came up with that? How you thought something like that? Look, it's just my brain. My brain just think different. But I don't know what time, because I know I have two clients. I know my one client, she's getting a relaxer, and the other one I'm gonna probably try to do her today. So that way I'll be down one. Cause if I do one today, and then that way I'll be able to do a live tomorrow. Cause I definitely want to do a live. Cause it's Friday. It's hot topic. I can't do it Thursday and not be here Friday. So I think my one client, because I told her either today or tomorrow that I'm going to do her hair. But my daughter just called me. I'm going to take her where she need to go, and then I'm going to call the one and tell her to just come get her hair done today. So that way I'll be able to do my live tomorrow, and I can do my other client tomorrow. Because I love it here. Y'all love it here? I appreciate y'all. I know a lot of you saying, you might not want to speak up, but what are you doing? But for those of you that interacted in the chat, because these kids need to keep their hands off my tablet. They really do. They really do. I got to find the original charger to this thing, because it's not charging. But anybody have anything to say before we get off of here? Because I know, y'all have things to do. Mr. Christian, if you still in here, thank you for my super chat. Thank you, Mr. Christian. You always come through the clutch for your girl. I appreciate you. You always support me when you can. So I just want to say thank you so much. I got plans today and tomorrow. Hopefully I won't miss your live. Still come in the live. Still come in. You could just listen. Still come in, chime in. You could just listen. But I'm very appreciative of those of you who took out your time to come in. Hey, Tim, where you been at? How do you book you to do hair? How do I book to do hair? What you mean? I'll use my iPad so I can hear. Okay. What you mean? How do I book? How do I book to do hair? How to book me to do hair? Do you live where I live at first? If you live where I live at, I can do your hair. Oh. If that's what you're talking about. I gotta post. I did some finger waves yesterday. So I gotta post my video. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. How can we book for you to do someone hair? Yes, oh. What you trying to get done? You just hit me up in my messenger. Reach out to me on my messenger. I did some finger waves yesterday. I gotta go edit my video. So I think I'm gonna do that today. Edit my video, post my video, me doing hair. Some finger waves. They were so pretty. 3 months without seafood. I cannot wait to eat a full pan. You know what? What you got to wait till you eat seafood when you come home? See, now you trying to get me started. Now you gonna make me want some seafood. But hit me up in my DM. Florida soon and very soon. Oh, okay. Child, you know it's Floridians, baby. We gonna eat some seafood. If we don't do nothing else, we gonna eat that seafood. But I gotta edit my video. Okay, but if Not how can I send my number so I can support you? How can you send what to support me? What you mean? How can I send my number so I can support you? What you mean, your number to support me? I don't get what you're saying. They got some seafood here, but I like big blue crabs and I'm greedy. So I need more with the price. My number, like doing your hair. Okay. Hit me in my DM. Go to you have Messenger? Hey, I'm Chosen. Good morning. Um, if you have Messenger or if you have Facebook, you can send me your number there and I could contact you that way to make an appointment for your hair. But I'm getting ready to go back to work. So once I go back to work, I only will be doing hair on the weekends, on like a Saturday or Sunday. What happened to Scent Floating Heart? Oh, thank you. Oh, that's what that be when the hearts be going up? That's the floating hearts? I never knew what that was. When the hearts be going, I be thinking, oh, the float. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm learning, y'all. I just thought they be tapping the screen. Oh, them. Hey, y'all bear with me now. I'm still learning this. What's your name? Latrice. It's hey Cara, you'll write my Facebook page on the thing. Latrice space. It only happens when you go live directly through YouTube. Okay, it's only an opinion when you go live directly from YouTube. It's an option. Oh, okay, it's an option. Okay, gotcha. Happy Thursday, everyone. Can someone put my Facebook page on here? So Miss Wright, because I'm assuming this Miss Wright now. So I'm gonna say Miss Wright because somebody want their hair done, so I know it's a female, Miss Wright. I'm gonna call you Miss Wright. Facebook. Let me pin it. I'm finna pin it right now. Let me see. Why I can't pin it? I just pinned it. I know I got it right because I look at first I'd be like, because you know sometimes I know some women they have men names and that's understandable. So there's my no, you spelled it wrong. It's Latrice Gigi Lolo Sly Schley, not Schley. My last name you spelled it wrong. It's Schley. You got get GEL at the end. I ain't showing my feet. Go to my TikTok. Go to TikTok if you want to see my feet. I have a video over there where I'm showing my feet. So go hit that follow button. If you ain't already following me on TikTok, go right on over there. So for all you feet fetish men, I got my feet already propped up on the table. So for all you feet fetish men, go over there, like that video, post it and share it to all your feet fetish men over there. So I definitely do have a video with my feet. And shout out my YouTube, my TikTok channel is growing. I'm almost, thank you, Miss Wright. So hopefully I'll be looking for your DM. My bad, I was typing too fast. It's Latrice. You had it right, Cara. It's Latrice GG. Don't take the Latrice out. You spelled the last name wrong. It's Latrice, Gigi Lolo, and my last name. You had it right. You just spelled my last name wrong. My bad. I was typing. But yes. So like I said, I appreciate everyone that's coming in. So I probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do a client today, and then I'll do my other client tomorrow. So then that way I'm able to get on here and do my live tomorrow. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Cause I can't miss Friday. Not Friday. We can't go into the week. You get what I'm saying? We can't go into the week without me doing missing Friday and then Saturday. No, that's too long. We ain't doing that one. We ain't doing that one. But I did do a client yesterday, so I gotta go edit my video. See, I got them skills. See what they say? It's a revolving door. Those finger waves coming back. Everybody's getting their finger waves now. And babe, I'm a beast at them finger waves. Sorry, sometimes you're typing and you don't get to see typos. So sorry if no, you good. Oh, and Miss Latte just put the link in. So Miss Wright, if you want to click on that link, it'll take you straight to my Facebook. If you would like to do that. I'm just yapping right now. I'll probably be on here for about 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes to give you an opportunity. Just go click on it now. And then I'm gonna wait till you come back and tell me if so it's a link right there, Miss Latte, M&M. Thank you. She put the link in. It's all you got to do is just touch the link and it'll take you straight to my page. And then you could DM me. Yes, baby, them finger waves, honey. My mama was the queen of the waves, baby, the queen of the popcorn. That's the only thing I didn't learn how to do was the popcorn way. I know how to do the buckles. I know how to do it, but I want to learn how to do. I think I'm gonna sit down and let my mama teach me how to do the popcorn waves, the ones that you pull through the net. You got to be very skillful to do that. Like, you have to drag the hair through the net. You got to be able to pull it. But my mama, she a beast at them popcorn waves. And that's the only thing. I used to cry, y'all. My auntie Monica, she in here. My mama used to make me come to the shop, sit down, and teach me how to do waves. And I used to be crying. I'd be like, I don't want to do it. You making me do these things. Oh my God, I dreaded that. I used to hate that. But now it's like I'm so appreciative of my mama right now. I'm like, and I tell my mama right now to this day, I hate that I was so stubborn. I was very stubborn. I was a stubborn little mule. My auntie Monica can attest that. I was stubborn. You get what I'm saying? Everybody was like, you so mean. But I was so stubborn. I thought my mom was being so mean to me. You know, when my mom was trying to give me the game, I thought my mom was being mean. I felt like it was forced on me, But I did learn how to do the finger waves. I just did. I know how to do the buckles, but I know how to do hair, but I just don't know how to pull that hair through that net. So that's one skill that I got to get that my mama gonna have to teach me that one. I'm gonna have to get back in the kitchen on that one. Hi, Gabriel. How you doing? But I'm definitely gonna be here. I'm gonna give myself 5 more minutes to let y'all know. Y'all make sure y'all hit that notification. We've been on the hot topics with the open discussion and open opinions. So we, some of these topics be like, ugh, but it's all in being open to, you got to be open to things in life because there are a lot of things that are going on in the world, a lot of sensitive topics and things like that people don't like to talk about it. But we're going to talk about it, yo. We definitely going to, our eyes going to open. We're not going to be blinded to nothing, and ain't nothing going to sneak up on us because we're going to be well prepared to what's going on. You got some people that don't want their eyes to open in their ears. They want to stay like their ears, and then when something happens, it's like, well, didn't nobody tell me? Or didn't nobody say nothing? No, we was talking. You just chose not to listen. Great discussion today and great live, Gigi. Thank you, Brittany. Annoying, wanted to run the city and fight all day. didn't tell you to say all that. And that's not true. Yeah, I used to fight all the time. My auntie Monica, right? This my auntie in here, right? So this is my auntie, everyone. This is my auntie Monica. That me and her both, we lost our kids together. Me and my auntie, we a year and like what we like a year March, April. We like a year and 4 months apart. Me and my auntie, we had our boys a month apart. We had them the same year, but a month apart. So we basically like she my auntie, she my mama baby sister. But so basically we was raised up kind of like sisters. So she was like my play date. My mama go get her, bring her there so I can have somebody to play with because I didn't have a sister. I just had brothers. So my auntie Monica was like my best friend. She was like my auntie, but like my best friend and the sister that I never had until I got a sister. We did everything together. So Monica is older than me, but I was the one that did all the fighting. I, I was like that little big sister that didn't play by my big sister. My auntie Monica be saying I'm so annoying. She said I get on her nerves, but she loves me. Listen, when somebody go to yapping, my auntie Monica be the going up. My auntie Monica be like, "Come on, girl, let's go." She be the one. She ain't got time for all that, and I be the one be ready to throw them hands. Like, "No, auntie, we finna get on down through them." So I be mad at my auntie. I be like, you ain't gotta fight, cause I'ma fight." Y'all, she be so mad with me. She be 38 hot with me. I'ma tell y'all this story, right? So I don't know. I wasn't pregnant. But I had got into an altercation. Like I had got into some over the weekend I had got into it with this girl, right? So my auntie Monica, she don't know nothing about it, but me and the girl get into it. But when I call my auntie Monica on the phone, I be like, such and such, she did whatever. So I'm like, when I catch her, I'ma catch her at school. So I'm telling my auntie that I'ma put them paws on her when we get to school. So we in high school. So I come. So I get out of class because I know the schedule that they on. So this girl, she on the schedule. So I know her schedule when she go to lunch and when she leave lunch. So this particular day, my auntie is pizza day. y'all, y'all know in high school, everybody don't play about the pizza. Oh, y'all know the stop sign pizza. So pizza day, this particular day that it's going down, it went down on pizza day. So I'm walking because I see the girl, she leaving going back to class. So my auntie, she didn't sit down. So I go to her table. I was like, "Hey, I'm finna go put them hands, them paws on her. What you want?" She told my girl, so my auntie Monica like, "You always want to fight. That's all you do. Somebody go whoop your butt." I said, "Girl, whatever." So I proceeded to walk away from her table where she was, 'cause I wasn't trying to hear that. Walk right around that corner and boop, boop, boop. Next day, my auntie seen me. I was jacked up by the D's. I was jacked up. so they got me jacked up. So I'm laughing. I say, "I got her." So my auntie Monica talking about, "That's what you get. You so stupid. You always doing something. You always want to fight." Monica, you remember that? Oh my goodness. Y'all, I was so bad. Gabriel said, "I'm amazing. Your hands are very beautiful and fantastic. Very long fingernails." Yep. I can't let them get too long. These are my nails, but yeah, that's a little bit of that right there, y'all. When I tell y'all, baby, Auntie Monica, baby, I don't be with that, baby. It be going down, honey. Let my auntie come and tell me somebody bothering her. Baby, she be gone, baby. I be like, "Where they at?" "Oh, after school." "Oh, I'll go tap her right on the shoulder." Middle school, all that. Oh, you bother my auntie. Okay. After school, cross the road. I be dropping locations and all. And I be telling my auntie, oh, it's going down after school. You ain't gotta worry because she look, child, I be out there rumbling in the Bronx, honey. And Auntie Monica be gone, baby. She'll go tell my other auntie, y'all better go get her because she out there. It be, in the crazy thing, it be her stuff. But I just amp it up, baby, because I don't be with all that. We ain't finna be doing all that. You ain't finna be picking. You ain't finna be doing all that. We finna make it do what it do. So if you want to get on out there, we finna get out there, get it over with. Cause we ain't finna be doing no picking and bothering nobody. None of that. Man, that's just oh my God, but them the good days. Them the good days. Y'all, she said I got on her last nerve. But it's all love. It's all love. Oh my goodness. Girl, I be thinking about all that crazy stuff I used to do. Man, they be out there. They be out there in the hood at my grandma's house. And don't let one of my cousins call me and say it's going down. So I do. I ask my mama. I be like, Mom, can I go to the store? Child, I been no got my mama car. I be all the way. My mama be calling me, girl, if you don't bring me my car. Thank you for not talking politics. If I want to, Debbie, not being rude, but if I want to talk politics, we could talk it. But glad to see you, Queen, this morning. Thank you, Fred. It's all about God. Good morning. We just on here, people mess with me for no reason, but later on, I'm slapping Bush. Hey, y'all, I used to take my mama car. I be out there, baby, I be straight in the hood where my family at when it's going down, baby. Girl, they be calling my mama, talk about Gigi out here, and they out here. This child, them people used to be calling my mama at work, calling her job. Child, y'all stop calling my mama. My mama at work doing hair, baby. Stop calling her. Cause baby, when it's about my family, baby, I'm pulling up, baby, on a bicycle, a tricycle, baby, on feet, on a skateboard, baby. I was pulling up. I ain't care how I got there, but baby, I was gonna get there. Who about my family? I was a rider for my family. Have a good day, Brittany. Oh my God. But them just the good days though. I said all that to say, because my auntie said I get on her nerve, family over everything. That's how it's supposed to be. One fight, we all fight. But them just the good old days. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to, laugh a little bit. Y'all know we got to get our jokes in and stuff like that. But like I said, I appreciate Christian for the super chat. Everyone that came in and chimed in on the hot topics with open discussion and open opinion. So I appreciate that. Just to shed light on things that's going on in the world. So we will be speaking on worldly topics, things that really what's going on that any of us can be affected by, because we don't know. Any of us can be affected by at any given time. When you think that you're excluded, you're trust and believe you're included. Especially if you got, if you of color. And like I said, they come, oh, y'all playing the race card. No, we're not playing no race cards here. It just, we speak in real life things that's really happening in real life. And we're seeing it more than, we seeing it a lot. When we think we don't got past it, we still dealing with it. So I definitely will be back on here. So hopefully I'm going to try to show that video from Lee County. And I want to try to show that one video of the police officer that experienced the racial profile. So that's what we've been talking about. Love you, Auntie Monica. So we definitely going to talk on those topics. And we still want to continue to shed light on those sundown towns. So if you're families like to travel and you have family members that are truckers, so we want to continue to keep spreading light on sundown towns as well. So I love you all. I got things to do. I got to run some errand, and I'm finna get this one do this girl hair so that way I'll be able to do my live tomorrow. Because if I don't do a head today, I won't be able to get a live in tomorrow. So I'm going to talk to everybody. So thank you all for chiming in and coming in. I will be on the couch. It'll be hot topic. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. The couch is hot. The couch is hot, hot, hot. All right, y'all. I see y'all. We'll talk. Have an awesome day. You too, Cara. Cara, I'm gonna call you because I need to know where you sent them videos at. Monica, I got your video, so I got to make sure this tablet is charged up because I don't know what these kids doing to my tablet that it seems to not charge. All right, y'all. Hey, Wiley. Wiley, you back and I'm finna log off. Where you been at? Where you been at, Wiley? Oh, you seen it on? No, you sent it to me, but I don't know where you sent it at. What I'm saying, you sent it to my phone, but I don't know where at. Thank y'all for the floating hearts. Wallen, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Talking about you back. Where you been at? Family stuff. Oh, okay. Be great people and be safe out here. Yes. Good morning, New Beginnings and Rosie and kids. I'm getting ready to get off. Y'all might have to hit replay, but if y'all hit the replay, I'm doing good. That's good to hear. I'm gonna let y'all know, heads up, giving y'all heads up for those of you that's coming in. I'm getting ready to hop off, but the hot topics we've been speaking on a lot of things that's going on, like races and racism. So the topic is kind of sensitive topic, but like I said, we're all open to, being open to what is going on, in the world. So just in case if you decide to go back, I'm just letting you know ahead of time what it's about. Hold on, I'll be back. No, I'm not holding on because I'm getting ready to hop off. So if you all hit replay, just know that. So I need to get my earphones. No, Wallen, I'm getting ready to go back. Oh, your husband is a truck driver? Yes, New Beginnings. I'm getting ready to get off, but tomorrow we're gonna touch more on it too. Yesterday, if you go watch my video yesterday, I think it was yesterday and the day before, the videos that I've been doing, we've been talking about the sundown towns, where this trucker went to deliver mulch and he ended up in a sundown town. So we talking about those towns where they don't want people of color there, and they're being racial profile, and a lot of people not aware of that. So we just want to bring light to sundown towns for like our family members that are truckers. If you someone that's traveling and you may not be aware of these certain towns, that you may end up in certain towns that it's not safe to be in, and they are and a lot of light is being shed on these places. So we talked about that, racial profile, black and brown people, how they get treated different during traffic stops. And we're just talking about how this young man in Orlando, he was at work, but I guess he knocked on doors or whatever he was doing, soliciting, I don't know, allegedly, but he went to this house and the husband and wife came out and they were throwing racial slurs at him. And the husband said like twice that he would hang him. So we're just talking about in 2025, we got people still talking about lynching people of color. What's the city and state? I think the one city where it's a trucker. It happened in it was in North Carolina. I can't think of the city, but if you go pull up the trucker that was delivering the mulch, so you have to pull up that video. Fred, delete the person out of your chat. Delete what person out of my chat? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting ready to get off, but if y'all go back, just hit the replay, and I'm just letting you all know that if you go back, it's hot topic, sensitive topic. If you go back and watch it, it's going to be a very sensitive topic. So we basically talking about how racism, that how racist people still live amongst us, and that racism still exists. And we're in 2025, and we still dealing with that. And we just saying like stand up citizens, just no matter who you are, you know, your race, where you from, you still be a stand up citizen and do the right thing. And we just shedding light on these things that we're seeing, you know, and we're talking about it. And like I said, it's open discussion. If you experienced it, you know, your family may be, you may come from a family of that, but you chose to do better and be a better person. So like I said, these are sensitive topics, but somebody got to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? But we still here to respect everyone's opinion. We're not here to look down or talk down on anyone, but know that you're safe here. And that's why I hope everyone has the best day today, and make sure you go to Sunday church and Wednesday church. I praise the Lord. Thank you for that, Wyland. Thank you. And just always know that the church is in your heart. So even if you don't go to an actual building to fellowship, which fellowship is good when we all come together, when individual churches, because we are the church, but we all come together collectively to come to the building, the congregation, and we all come as one, as God's church, because it's not a church. It's only one church, and it's God's church. So whether you go Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whether you listen at it from your phone, but always know, have a good heart, you know, because God loves us all. So I'm going to leave with that, and I'm going to leave on that note, but I will be back tomorrow for more hot topics, more open discussion, and open opinions. So we definitely will tune in tomorrow, and I'll see y'all Friday. You're welcome. Remember, follow God and follow the path He has made for you, Jesus Christ. Amen. I agree. And I'm going to leave with that. Love you all. Y'all be safe out there. Be vigilant. Keep your eyes open and your ears in tune to things that's going on in the world. Because understand, everybody is not like you. Because we got some crazy crazies in the world. We got some crazies living amongst us. So, so y'all have a good one, and y'all be blessed. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See ya. I definitely follow the Lord. Follow him. All right, y'all. Toodles.